Hello everybody and welcome back to Jade Empire, where we need to talk to Jingwu and then do Smiling Mountain's challenge to set a new record for the most number of students taken on at once. So, Jingwu, what do you have to say for yourself after making all of those obnoxious Foley noises while we were talking to Smiling Mountain last time?
Glad to see you're still well. By most reports, you faced down many of those bandits yourself. Impressive, senior student.
Indeed. I mean, it was Gao who disagreed, but who disagreed?
Who else? Gao the Lesser won't let a chance to glorify himself slip away.
Indeed not.
To hear Gao's side, he pushed back the bandits. But I know you dealt with the greater share of them.
I keep saying, I didn't hear it.
Of course,
a single one of them be beaten by him.
Sorcerer. The stories about their confrontation spread quicker than a plane's fire.
Of course. I mean, he punched a boat to death.
It's always... They'd probably skip...
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk to Smiling Mountain then. And minimize the game because of that bug. I wish there was a better way to do this, but there we go. Okay.
What can I do for you? I am here to serve and train.
Of course you are. So, are there students
Yes,
available?
and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out.
Indeed it would.
And now that Kia Min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little training exercise.
I would like that.
Kia Min says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you.
Excellent.
If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good
It
fortunes.
better be a good reward. I'm gonna be angry if it's junk. How many do we got here? 5? 4? Something like that. Let's go over here and boop. And just get rid of her. And get on out of here. Gotta go. Gotta be in Monticello. How about no? Yeah, I think, well, I was going to say that I'm getting better at this, but then I got animation locked, and she just charged straight at us. Okay, let's go ahead and get on out of there, and... Oh, come on, get out. Get out. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and White Demon it up. There we go. Dodge that. Ooh, a single kick to the face. I like it.
Well done. As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kia Min is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury.
Indeed.
Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment?
Yes, I want to know what you got me. Also, I want to know...
Yes.
Yeah. I want to know how much you need for this. We're actually kind of close for Mind of Steel. We received Alloyed Body. So it was training. We also got 100 silver. So that brought us to 189. Where do we see our trainings? Techniques? Yeah. Health plus 3. Oh, Alloyed Body. Health plus 5, Focus plus 5. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is really, really solid. Okay. Fantastic. So I think we're ready to move on. Hopefully we'll be able to come back and get that last technique from Smiling Mountain once we have the silver. But for right now, I think we just need to go talk to Master Li. So let's go ahead and do that.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Of course you do.
Gao, What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling her, you would have many promising students instead of one.
Okay, Nathan Fillion. Cry somewhere else, I'm simply better than you. I mean, we haven't tested that yet. So let's just say no one's denying your skill, Gao.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too.
I don't know about
If
that.
she is truly better than me, let her prove it. I challenge her.
Well, first off, I have some questions about how your neck performed that maneuver, but leaving that aside and the fact that I now believe that you no longer have any sort of vertebrae whatsoever, let's accept his challenge.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring.
Of course.
As a proper test of your abilities.
That was the plan.
Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Yeah, no sorcery.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably.
Nor do I.
Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's begin. Actually, can you tell me anything about the lion statue?
An amusement left by the previous master of this school, meant to test the students with basic problem solving. I haven't bothered to have it removed. You are free to do as you wish with it. I think it still functions. There are figurines in the chest next to it that are part of the riddle it presents.
Right.
Just don't let it interfere with more important tasks. I do not favor such unsophisticated diversions.
So it's a side quest, then. Okay, we'll get back to Gao in a minute. Let's ask about this cave and the bandit
I
leader
will explain
first.
what I can after we have dealt with Gao's interruption. I don't want to confuse matters. Trust that I am right.
Okay. Sounds good to me. We'll return when we're ready.
Remember the basics. They will serve you well.
Indeed they will. Okay. So, first things first. There's a scroll box here. Martial styles. Martial styles do not always access the energies of mind and body harmoniously. Sometimes imbalance is the source of their power, as it is with Iron Palm and Viper. Each requires possession of 3 meditation scrolls that prepare the student for the forces that will be encountered. If these disciplines are attempted without complete understanding, the student risks accessing more power than the body can withstand. Knowledge of Iron Palm and Viper is not often shared, as most martial practitioners consider them to be in opposition to classical teaching. If a student happens upon one of the scrolls detailing these styles, he or she cannot and should not attempt to train in the style until gaining the possession of all 3. The most difficult and humbling step of any journey is the acceptance of one's own limitations and confronting whether the journey is possible at all. Okay. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious resources of the Empire's granaries. I know it says reserves. I went with resources. I caught it halfway through, but then I just rolled with it. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. Then, Emperor Sun Hai declared the drought was over. And somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, grain returned to our parched land, and stability was restored. Well, that sounds healthy. Okay, what do we got in here? Oh, we've got a chest. Okay, we got the figurines. Let's make a save here. I remember this being kind of a weird puzzle. I don't remember the solution. A statue of a lion stands behind an altar. It is marked as a training aid designed by a previous master of the school. There's a crystal sphere in the lion's paw. Let's examine the markings on the lion. The altar and statue serve to show students a real example of lessons otherwise presented abstractly in class. It has not seen use in some time. The altar is less ornate than the statue and was replaced many times after frustrated or deliberate outbursts from students, but that too is part of the exercise. There is mention of greater reward for the more investigative path, but that was probably an additional element of the test performed by the master who placed it. You cannot recall Master Lee ever referring to this statue. Different masters preferred different methods of teaching. Approach the altar. The altar is less ornate than the statue, and lacks a sense of permanence. Something activates as we approach. The sphere in the lion's paw begins to glow with a blue light. Well, what happens if we place the blue figurine on the altar? The sphere changes to glow red. I mean, this is obvious. But what happens if we don't put the red figurine on there? What happens if we put the yellow? The sphere grows dim. Okay. So it glows blue. Remove the figurine. Okay. So we have to put the blue figurine on the altar. And now we have to put the red on. And now we have to put the yellow on. A single coin. An unfamiliar voice begins to emanate from the lion.
The obvious path is humble, safe, but pays the wage of a cook, not a champion.
Right. We collect the figurines and step away. So we can try again. And so we shall. So what happens if we put the red, yellow, blue? Nope. Yellow, blue, red. Nothing. Red, yellow. Okay. Absolutely nothing. There is something here. So, if we put down the blue figurine, then the yellow, then the red, nothing happens. Okay, so when we move away, it removes them. Okay. We can destroy the altar, and that's kind of a last resort sort of thing. So what is this more investigative path? I feel like we've tried most of the combinations. Except for combinations with 2. What if we put blue, then red, then remove them? Well, that didn't change it. Red, yellow, remove? Nope. See, the main issue here is we don't have much for clues. That returns it to blue. And that returns it to blue. So I feel like this just cycles. Well, let's try destroying the altar and see what that does. There's a small bag of coins in the rubble. An unfamiliar voice begins to emanate from the lion.
Rash action will reveal much about the task and the man. Reward may be immediate, but there's no going back.
Indeed. So we missed something there, for sure. But at least we got 25 coins. Okay, let's go deal with Gao, shall we?
Gao awaits your signal to start the challenge, my student. Tell me when you are ready, and I will have the combat ring prepared.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Then let the fighters meet in the arena.
Let's do this. Get out of here, Gao, you
Fighters,
jerk.
are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
Maybe even a
possibility.
probability.
I think it is more than likely.
Indeed. I agree with Nathan Fillion.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Well, I don't regret it.
Begin!
Okay. Well, Gao, what do you got here? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, so far so good. Okay, Gao's kind of a jerk. Get out of here, Gao. Let's see how you like the staff. I mean, White Demon does a lot more damage if we don't get animation locked. So the trick is to kind of hit and run. After this combo is done... Yeah. Okay. Get off, Gao. Oh, okay. No power attack for you, bro. Get out of here. Excellent.
It is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
Master Lee, why is your voice so quiet? Are we all whispering now?
No! I'm not finished!
Gao, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now.
Yeah, get out of here, Gao. Nobody likes you. That's right.
Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the spirit cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
Indeed.
That was exciting. I'm glad you are safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off.
Yeah, probably was.
I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Lee has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father.
Not anymore, apparently. Master Lee does a lot of confusing things.
Yes, he does. I didn't want to say, but, well, I guess that's why we aren't the master and he is. He must be thinking of bigger things.
Maybe.
It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either.
Nope. Well, I mean, I fired
I'm
up the
sorry.
game.
This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Lee is waiting for you. You should go to him.
Nah. Too busy talking to people.
You should speak with Master Lee. He will want you to enter the spirit cave soon.
Yeah, but not this episode, though. Well, let's see what Student has
Gao
to say.
should be ashamed at such childish displays.
Okay. Let's see what Student has to say.
Gao gets very angry when Master Lee disciplines him in front of the other students.
Indeed. Well, let's see what Student Lin has to say.
Gao was a fool to cheat. Our teacher is a kind man, but he is not soft and doesn't tolerate that kind of thing. You'll face worse things than Gao in the cavern if what I've heard is right. I hope you're ready.
It'll be interesting, to be sure.
What do you need from me?
Do you know anything about the cavern beneath the school?
No one really knows anything about that cavern, except that Master Li has strictly forbidden us to go in there. He has always said that it is a place of final testing. I hear whispered rumors that there's something horrible down there. I even asked around town, and there's old stories of masters before ours sending students into that cavern, and the students never finding their way out.
Sounds healthy. Do you know what this horrible thing is supposed to be?
I don't have a clue, but I don't envy you having to go down there. Then again, you are the strongest of us, as we're so often reminded, so you'll be fine.
Maybe. Might have to reload a couple times. Where did you learn about the cavern?
This is all rumor, mostly gossip from the people in Two Rivers. As I said, no one really knows what's down there. Well, no one but you, once you tell Master Li you're ready.
And I suppose Master Li. Goodbye for now.
Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
Well, you're about to find out. Hi, Kia-min. What do you got to say?
You fought well, and the record is yours. I'm happy for you, and couldn't care less about the record. It was just good to fight again and feel no pain.
You're welcome.
I'm a bit tender right now, but that's to be expected. I should be in much better shape before long.
Presumably.
This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lin parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Li wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger.
Well, about that.
What can I do for you?
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Student Wen.
Master Li once asked me not to use the style I learned in the Imperial City. It was a fair request, so I agreed. Gao should have known better than to use a forbidden style. What can I do to help you?
Do you know anything about the cavern beneath the school?
I haven't been here long enough to hear anything but rumors. Everyone prefers not to think about that place. I certainly don't envy you for having to go down there.
Okay then.
Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Well, let's see what Jingwu has to say for himself.
Gao was a fool for challenging you. Oh, he's good, but you've always been stronger. He just wouldn't admit it to himself. Thing is, your prize is going into the cavern beneath the school. To hear Lin tell it, that place is going to challenge even you.
What do you know about the cavern?
Next to nothing. I know Master Li forbids us to go in there until our final test, but that's about the only fact I have.
Right.
I hate repeating stories that aren't my own. Lin has no such qualms, so go ask her about the cavern.
Okay. Smiling Mountain, do you know anything about the cavern?
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good.
Well, no. And I can't afford your last training, so nope. Late. Well, that seems to be pretty much everything. So we need to come on in here and talk to this jerk.
I am restored.
This jerk who's our master. So we need to come talk to Master Li. I'm not going to do that immediately because this is basically the end of the episode, and that's going to launch us directly into a main story mission. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode we will be venturing into the cavern beneath the school. See you all then.